Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. College football, we're going to do Tuesday through Friday on this particular show here. Saturday we will save. That way this show's not 45 minutes long or so. So we do have football every day of the week now. Tuesday through Saturday for college football, Sunday and Monday for the NFL. Should be some exciting stuff, right? For all of you, welcome on to the show. All of our YouTube episodes brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier, 7-day free trial. I can't believe more people haven't taken advantage of the 7-day free trial. Try it out for a week. If you don't like it, cancel it. No big shake. At least try it. See if you like it. It gives you great bet ideas, great hit rates on bets, where the money's pouring in on the books, and odd shot for the best bets that you like the most, multiple books that you're a member of, all in one place, and not have to sit there and go from book to book to book. You can do it on Outlier, 7-day free trial in the comment section and YouTube channel page. Same spot you can find our link to our Discord channel as well. Highly recommend you check that out. But we've got like I said, all kinds of different plays in that Discord. You get it early. You get to hang out with a couple hundred other people, plus that like the same thing you do, which is sports wagering, entertainment value by the mounds. All right, and that's not including get ahead of line moves and juice moves and get all of our plays before the public. Not even including all that. Let's get started, right? All right, college football, 7 o'clock Eastern time frame on Tuesday. New Mexico State, Liberty. Both of these guys just played, Saturday, right? 46.5 total here, 10-point favorite here for Liberty. Liberty finally, figures out how to get a win? Liberty's not been good. New Mexico State has trouble to score. Liberty's defense, though, did show up against UTEP, but UTEP hasn't scored shit. Once again, they didn't do anything. I think this is an extreme low-scoring game here. And, in fact, since we started, we took these plays earlier on Monday. This line's probably going to be headed south, especially when it comes to the total. Don't really like Liberty covering 10 against anybody, but that 46.5 is looking promising. That's for sure. So under 9.5 first quarter, 23.5 first half, 46.5 for the game, as I think they're both going to be having trouble scoring there. Next game up. Arkansas State, South Alabama, 7:30 Eastern time frame. And, it's getting rough. Let's see, South Alabama favored by 7.5 at home. Arkansas State's not been that terrific, 58.5 here. I think this line is relatively close. I think South Alabama wins by a touchdown to 10, so not a lot of value there. I think that total around 58.5 doesn't have much value either, as I could see this game finishing somewhere around 56 to 60, somewhere in that particular range. So not a lot, nothing we're going to play here. Would slightly lean, I guess, to South Alabama and maybe a shade to the over on that one, but not much else. Next game up, 8 o'clock Eastern time frame. This will finish us up on Tuesday. Western Kentucky, this line's taken off already. As well, 9.5 to 10. This thing was 7.5 about 2 hours ago. 55.5 total in this one. Western Kentucky should put the hammer down on this particular one here on Thursday. They're a much better team than FIU. They are at home. Defense is decent. Offense should be able to generate quite a bit of points. I think they win by 2 to 3 touchdowns, to be really honest, in this one. That's where I think Western Kentucky ends up. And normally I like them quite a bit because they're early and often as well. So Western Kentucky minus 2.5 first quarter, 4.5 first half, 7.5 for the game. All right, now we'll get on to Wednesday, October 15th, 7 o'clock Eastern time, UTEP and Sam Houston State. This should be just absolutely one of the worst games you will ever watch in your life. Somehow the total's at 47.5. I don't know how they're going to get there. Neither team can score 20. So now all of a sudden both teams are going to put up 24? I don't think so. I love the under 47.5 here. I think it's gravy money, to be really honest. UTEP, Sam Houston, under 9.5 first quarter, 23.5 first half, 47.5 for the game in that one. Next game up, also 7 o'clock Eastern time frame. Jacksonville State getting back to being disrespected again. Delaware coming on the road, and somehow Delaware is a favorite here by 2 and a hook. I don't see it. I think Jacksonville State at home is strong enough to win this particular game here and to win it kind of by a touchdown. So I don't, maybe it's a one-score game, I guess, late. But Jacksonville State, money line first quarter, money line first half, and money line for the game. Like I said, looks like another cover for Jacksonville State. That's the 2 Wednesday games. Then we've got one Thursday game. 7:30 Eastern time, Eastern Carolina favored by 16.5 over Tulsa. Eastern Carolina is pretty solid. They gave Tulane a little bit of run, right, on the road. Now they're back at home, and Tulsa sucks. Let's just be honest here. Tulsa's no good at it. I don't know what they're good at, but it definitely ain't football. Their claim to fame was beating Oklahoma State for the year. That'll be their claim to fame for probably the next 5 years. This one to us is pretty simple, pretty easy. East Carolina minus 4.5 first half, 8.5. I'm sorry, 4.5 first quarter, 8.5 first half, 16.5 for the game. Then let's move on to Friday. Friday, we got some actual games and teams you might have heard of, right? So that works for us on Friday. This is a big weekend, by the way, in college football. If you're a college football fan in general, this is a monster weekend. There is a lot of big-time games, but we'll start with one on Friday. Miami at home against Louisville. 13.5 is all the line is here. I'm a little shocked that it wasn't like 16.5. I think we're getting a little bit of a bargain in this one. I think the line's just a shade off. I expect this to actually get rung up. But Miami, 7 o'clock Eastern time on a Friday night at home. Coral, this smells like a good one here for us. Miami minus 3.5 first quarter, 7 first half, and 13.5 for the game. Next game up. 8 o'clock Eastern time Friday. Minnesota at home against Nebraska. So Nebraska didn't cover last week, even though they won against Maryland. We told you to take advantage of Maryland plus the 6.5. Actually, Maryland's been a pretty good cover machine. They're not winning a ton of games, but they seem to be covering the number. This is another one. I think Nebraska wins and doesn't cover. I think they win by a field goal to a touchdown, not this monster number that we're looking at here at 9.5 at some books, 8.5 at some others. I think Minnesota figures out a way to keep this thing within a touchdown, and we walk away with our team didn't win, but they sure did cover in this particular one here. Minnesota plus 2.5 first quarter, 5.5 first half, and 9.5 for the game. Next game up. San Jose State, Utah State, 9 o'clock Eastern time. San Jose State is playing like hot doo-doo. Utah State at Hawaii was definitely a letdown in the second half. It was ugly. Hawaii went to work on in the second half. I do not expect that here. We like Utah State quite a bit in this one. This line currently 3.5, 4, 4.5, depending on where you're looking. We actually got it at 4. We liked it. At some books, it's 3.5. I guess we should have waited around for a minute. Utah State minus 0.5 first quarter, 2.5 first half, and 4 for the game. And last game on Friday is California, North Carolina. In Palo Alto? No, that's Stanford. I'm just kidding. It's at Berkeley. 10:30 Eastern time frame. Cal favored by 10 as they should be here, even though they're not that great. North Carolina's just been 47.5 total. Is anybody seeing North Carolina scoring 20 points here? I don't. So under 47.5 it is. I just don't think either team's going to be able to score a bunch. So we're good with that. We have no problem playing unders. It's 48.5 at some books still. Get the 48.5 for those all disappear. Cal UNC under 9.5 first quarter, 24.5 first half, and 48.5 for the game. That's going to be a rundown college football week 8, Tuesday through Friday. Like I said, we will come back later in the week with our Saturday episode. We got a boatload of plays for you on Saturday as well, so no worries. This is just the appetizer before the main course, right? We're going to get through Tuesday through Friday, put a bunch of money in the books, or put a bunch of money in the bank, and be ready to rock and roll for Saturday as well. If you like the content you're seeing here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm shocked there's not more people. Like we tell people on TikTok all the time to come over and check out the show. There's more than one app. I know there's a lot of cappers out there, and we appreciate everybody that watches the show, but, throw a subscribe up there. It's not going to hurt you on that one there. At least you'll get notification when the show does come up instead of having to search for it every time. Also, private Discord channel available for you in the comments section and the YouTube channel page if you want to join a couple 100+ members who like the same thing you do in sports wagering. Not only that, get all of our bets for free, get the unit sizes that we're talking about as well. You're going to get all that. And you get bonus bets as well. So you get all kinds of material from us. You don't have to spend the time watching the shows. You can just get it in black and white. And you can sit there and talk about Caleb Williams nail polish or something to that effect with the rest of the guys on a Monday Night Football. So a lot of stuff going on there. NBA's right around the corner as well. So if you want to get those NBA and college basketball bets, those will be in the Discord as well. We got college football, NFL, baseball. We're loaded up, so make sure you check it out on the Discord channel. And like we say every time, our shows are brought to you by Outlier. You can also get a 7-day free trial of that one in the comments section and also the YouTube channel page. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.